Somehow or another, I got to figure out how to move this tractor back without turning the tires. Okay, good morning. Well, 400s. That's what we got last night. I was expecting more than that. So now I'm kind of thinking maybe tomorrow or Saturday we could be in the fields doing some tillage work. I don't know, we'll see. But I think I might try and hook up the field cultivator today. We'll see. I've got a few things that I want to do. I need to wait a little while because part of that 400s that we got was this morning already. So our driveway is still wet. But the sun is shining. It is chilly out, and it's supposed to get really windy, so that'll help dry things out pretty quickly today. And maybe we'll be able to get something going here soon. I don't know. I've also got some seed to deliver. If I get a chance, I might work on that. And we've got to get that 8430 in the shop here and get those duals off for the tire guy who's maybe coming tomorrow. So that's planned for today. I'm going to figure out where to start here in a minute. All right, well, while I'm waiting for things to dry out on top on the ground outside a little bit so that I can do some stuff down there at the farm, I am going to sort some seed out down here at my warehouse. So I've got, like I told you yesterday, I've got a couple of big orders or decent orders that got to get hauled out yet. I may get to one of those later today. We will see what else is going on. But since I've got a few minutes here, I'm just going to sort it out so that everything's all piled in the right spot. I get the corn on the right pallets and have everything ready to go. So that's planned for this morning. Okay, I was wrong. It's 7 boxes for this customer of beans, so that's good. Those are all his beans. I'm working on getting his corn around, and well, I need to be better about where I'm putting all of this corn. You see this corn on this pallet right here? I have already moved these bags 3 times to get what was underneath them, and I keep setting them on top of other stuff like an idiot. These bags weigh 60 pounds. They're heavy, and they're no fun to move, and what I need is on the bottom of them again. So instead of putting them on some other random pallet, I'm going to figure out where they go and put them on a customer for the pallet, or on a pallet for that customer. So, yeah, smarter, not harder, right? Okay, this is the corn for the customer that those beans go to. I got to wrap that pallet up. And look, fortunately, I can set it on the other one that's already wrapped, and it'll be higher, so I don't have to bend over so much. So that will make that one easier. And look, our pile's shrinking. Now it's noticeably smaller, so that is good. This pallet up here is for one customer. I got to add a few bags, but that all goes to one customer. Where is it? That pallet there is our corn, so that all comes down to our farm. So those 2 are easy. The rest of it, there's not that much there. We're getting right down to the end of it. I do have a fair amount of beans that I got to get out yet. Most of those go to one customer up north, which I got to make a trip sometime. I just haven't had a chance yet. So, yeah, we'll see. Maybe next week that'll happen. I don't know. All right, that pile is done over there. I'm going to go find something else to do. If you guys haven't figured it out yet, I tend to be all over the place in what I'm doing when I'm really busy. I have a lot of things that I feel like I need to do, but I don't know what to do exactly, so I go back and forth. It's just what I do. It's not efficient, but it gets stuff done. So let's go see what's going on at the farm. We may go hook up a field cultivator right now. Okay, guys, we're doing it. I'm going to get it. Got some rags and stuff to clean up hydraulic ends. I'm getting the tractor out. We're going to hook up the field cultivator, which almost guarantees that it's going to rain and we won't be able to do anything in the fields, but at least I'll be ready. All right. So we keep our field cultivator back here in a little grass area we've got down the lane behind the building site. It's just where we have room for it. We don't have room to store everything inside, clearly. It would be nice to have a barn, another one, or make this one back here longer, bigger to get some of that stuff in, but Not gonna happen for a while, so that's where we keep it. We'll get her hooked up. Everything should be good, but we got to bring it up, unfold it, check the tires, grease everything, and see if there's any shovels that need replaced, check for loose bolts, all that kind of stuff. You'll also notice we do have two field cultivators. We're going for the big one. That smaller one's our older one, and we do use it a little bit, although it did not move last year just because of the year we had. But in a typical year, we'll use it a little bit. We'll hook it up to our 8300, and if Jack's around or we have a driver, that's the one that we'll use on, or kind of our secondary to get a little extra done. See if I can get this lined up right. Gotta be close. Not quite far enough. We're gonna set the pin in there and then it'll drop when I finish backing up. There it goes. Alright, time to get the hoses, pick up the jacks, and we'll make sure none of the main tires are flat. We'll drag it up to the barn. Alright, I've got the hydraulics hooked up. This is not quite as complicated and complex as the corn planter is, but there is still quite a few. We've got 3 sets of hoses, a light plug, and then ISO connector, which I have not plugged in yet because I don't want to do it with the tractor running. This is field cultivator has what they call AccuDepth system. Basically, it's an electronic depth control. It helps level everything and keep it, level, I guess. Easier adjustments on the go and stuff from the cab. You don't have to get out to adjust it. So, anyway, I got to get the jack on the packer here yet. That'll all come with it. Our tires look okay. We should be able to make it up there and then check the pressures to make sure that there's enough in them. But yeah, good to go. It would appear we've got a cylinder that needs a O-ring kit. I believe I bought one last year when I saw that was leaking, so sometime maybe we'll get time to tear that cylinder apart and fix that. Also, the wind is starting to pick up, which will help dry stuff out faster. Sorry, about fell off the ladder. But it does suck for working outside when it's 40 degrees out. Said that it was going to be like 20, 30 mile an hour winds today. Gusts up to 40, so that'll be quite miserable outside. All right. With the exception of the sprayer, the field cultivator is the widest piece of equipment that we own, and it's one of those times where it would be nice to have a little bit more driveway space in front of our shop, but I think we'll make it. I'll try that. Okay, let's see if we can what do we need to do? I don't know if it's going to let me do anything until I hook up the electrical side of it. I'll try it. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I'm going to shut the tractor off, plug in the electrical stuff. I'm going to check those mainframe tires while I got it folded up, and then we'll work on unfolding from there. Okay, so these mainframe tires that carry all the weight down the road and all the time are supposed to have 90 pounds in them. 83 and a half. That's not too bad, but we'll pump it up to 90 and then check the rest of them. There are, what do we got? 4 and 2 is 6. 6 tires on the mainframe. Then we got 3 tires on each wing section, and there are 4 of them. So that's another 12. There's 18 tires on this thing. That's a lot of tires to check. Well, that's going to be a problem. This stem guard is bent right over on top of it. And this tire is appears to be not flat, but low. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but lower than the rest at least. I'm going to have to see if I can get some pliers or vice grips or something and bend that back out so I can get the valve stem cap off and check it. All right, it's not perfect, but I got it moved back where I can at least get on there and check this. I'm guessing this tire's got about 30 pounds in it. Oh, probably not even that. Oh, 32 and a half. Ha! See, I'm not so bad. It's a long ways from the 90 it needs, though. Okay, I've got those first 6 tires checked. There's 90 pounds in all of them. I put 90 pounds in all of them. I also got our electrical connection plugged in there, so I'm ready to start the tractor back up. We're going to unfold the first section of the field cultivator. Now, as we start going, those wheels should extend down. Oh yeah, there's all the water pouring off the rims because they hold water and there's no way for it to get out when they're sitting straight up. Here you can see the wheels moving over here. Okay, we're gonna leave it like that. I'll check some more tires and then we'll try and unfold that last section, which I'm pretty sure will go, but boy is it gonna be tight. We might not unfold it, I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, those ones are gonna have to get washed out before I go in there and check them. We're gonna get the hose. Can you guys hear the wind howling through the grain system up there? Yeah, that's one nice thing about that barn and being right here. It shelters you from a little bit of that wind, so it's not quite so bad. Anyway, I decided to climb my butt up here on top of this last wing instead of unfolding it because, well, my air hose wouldn't have been long enough if I unfolded it. So I just got to check this one last tire and then do the ones on the other side. Finally, last tire, 18 of them, all have the proper amount of air, 60 or 90 pounds depending on the tire. That took me a while. Now I gotta do the 4 on the packer, but we'll get to packer stuff later. What's next? Grease. We need to grease it. There's not a ton of grease zerks on this, but there's enough. Mostly they're on wheel bearings down there and these pivot points right there. So we'll hit all of those. Well, that there is going to be a problem. We seem to have lost our dust cap on the tire hub. So I'm going to have to get a new one. Okay, well, I've greased everything but the ones in the center mainframe in the back there because those are easier to get to when they fold it up. Next thing I want to do, well, I gotta go look for a dust cover for that one tire. But I want to go through and change any shovels that need to be changed or sweeps here. So any of them that are worn thin, we'll go ahead and just replace them now, and then we'll be ready to go to the field and not have to worry about it later. So like that one right there we'll replace. And I just kind of got to go through and look at them and see if they're wore out or not. Okay. Well, there's not a ton on here that need changed, but there's a few. I'm going to attempt to show you how to do this, but it might be really difficult one-handed. Because we got to use... Sorry, I'm trying to get the stuff behind that out. This yellow thing is just a shank protector to help keep it from wearing out. This is our tool that we got to have. It's kind of a pain to use, but it clips on the top of that sweep. Something like that, except for not. Hold on, let me get it and then I'll show you. Okay, there. So it clips on there like so, and then you push down on it, and pushing down on it releases a spring that then allows the sweep to slide off, and then you hit here with a hammer. So I can't do that one-handed. There, now you can see it slid down some. Comes off. You see, this is the spring that locks it on, and that's what that tool comes in and then pushes it down. So that's one that's wore out. This is one that's new. Yeah, we got our life out of that one. So we'll take our new one, and it just slides on there. I gotta get it enough so that it clicks, which I did not do. Once it clicks, there, now it's locked on, and when we stick it in the ground, it'll push itself on there better, but it's at least locked on and won't fall off while it's we're driving to the field. So I've got maybe half a dozen of these to do yet. I might have to unfold the outer wings there and see. I think there was, yeah, up there's one at least that I got to get to, and they're pretty hard to do upside down, so we're gonna have to unfold that. I haven't looked at that side yet, but that's what we're gonna do, or that's what I'm doing now. Look, there we've got one that's just flat out missing, so we got to make sure we get one put back on there. Okay, I am gonna finish unfolding here. I'm pretty sure there's enough room. Pretty sure. But we're gonna go slow. I'll get 10,000 views on this video if I put it through that door, won't I? I think we're good. Okay. Now how about the other side? Yeah, we're good there too. 45 feet. That's how wide it is, because I know somebody will ask me. Alright, I'll go change some shovels on them outside ones. And then I think we can fold it back up, because the only thing I'll have to do is grease that center section, and then the field cultivator will be ready to go. There's a pile of them that I've taken off. Worn out ones. I need some more new ones, so I'm going to haul these back to the scrap pile and grab some more. Okay. I've got a couple to change in the center and that greasing to do yet, but everything else is done there. I looked, we don't have a dust cap for that wheel hub, so I'm going to have to order one, which is fine. Probably would get it tomorrow, would be my guess. Okay, the field cultivator is good to go as soon as I get that dust cap put on, but I don't have it right now. So I'm going to put our extra shovels, or a few extra shovels, in this nice little toolbox they give us on the tractor here, in case we need to replace some in the field. Put my pin in that I forgot to do when we were hooking up. Okay. We still need to go through the packer, and I don't think there's a whole lot to do, although I'm seeing a problem. Appears we're missing a wheel. Like one just fell right out of there. I've never seen that happen before. I don't know what the deal is with that. That's going to take a little bit to fix, but we got to do it. So rest of it is just grease and tires, same as the field cultivator for the most part, which won't be too bad. I don't know what the deal is with that. We're going to have to fix it though, tighten stuff, and clearly we have some scraper issues that need some attention. Fun for after lunch. All right, I am back from lunch. Quick update in the shop here. Phil has been working on getting our seed plates for both planters ready to go, which basically means, hold on, there we go. Just cleaning them up, making sure there's nothing stuck in any of the holes, no cracks, nothing like that. And then we're spraying them with some graphite, spray graphite stuff to help them lubricate them as they're in the meters and stuff. So these ones are the bean plates. Seed gets stuck in each one of those cells. This plate turns, and when it drops them into the ground. These are the corn plates. There's 40 holes in a single row on this plate. Same thing. So, yep, he's getting those ready to go, and we won't put them in the planters until we're ready to go to the field, but at least we're getting closer. Okay, guys, here's where we're at. So, I was getting ready to work on that packer, on them wheels and scraper bars. And that one scraper bar is in such bad shape, I need a bunch of the U-bolts to hold them on. And we have just a couple, but they're not really the right ones. I remember trying to get some last year in the spring when we were doing this, and the right ones that are the right length, if I get them from our deer dealer, they were like $6 or $7 a piece. These other ones that are basically they're the same width but they're longer, which work, but it's not ideal. They were like $2 or $3 a piece, which is still expensive. So I said, well, I'm gonna go online and see if I can find the right ones at a decent price. And so I did, and I bought 86 pack of them for 40 bucks. But it's gonna take a couple days to get here, so I'm gonna have to wait for them. I'm tired of working on this anyway, so if it needs to go to the field, I can make it happen quickly. Tires are all good. All we gotta do is take some scrapers out that are in the way or not working. The rest of it will work. It's fine. It's not ideal. We need to fix it, but it'll work. So I'm gonna go ahead and wait and see if we can make it, or we'll just wait till we get our parts. Phil is heading to Berkey to move some grain down there and bring our seed tender back. We have two. One of them is down there, so we're going to get that back here. I am going to find somewhere to unhook the bean planter and get that 8430 in the shop so we can start getting that ready for them to come and put the tubes in the tires tomorrow. I think I'm going to try and back that planter kind of in that area. I think, but I'm going to move the 8300. We're going to put that in the back of the shop where the 9R was that we got out earlier today, just so I can get to it when we need to. And then we'll set that planter in here just so it's inside. While we're moving this, we'll check and see how kind of hours we got on our service. Oh, check it out, 9/9 of 19. That was just changed back in the fall, so this probably doesn't have hardly any hours on at all, which means we don't have a lot to do to it. 6847. Let's go see what's on it now. Not too bad today. It's not warm, but it's not that cold either. 6892, and if this is right, it's only 44 hours, so we do not need to change oil. We just need to clean the cab up a little bit and give her a bath, but that may or may not actually happen. Getting the gator out of the way too. Okay, let's move the planter, put it in the barn. Oh look, what's that? What in the world? That was weird. I have tried convincing Phil that we need to put a camera on the back of this planter. Whoops, hit those boards. But he, for some reason, doesn't see the need to. But I can't see anything when I'm backing it up. Can you guys? No idea. I have to get out and look and watch. We can come back a little bit yet, but no need to get super close because it doesn't matter. We're not going to have it here very long. Yeah, good enough. All right, I got to put the pads down. We'll take this board for them to sit on, and then we'll shut it off before we take all the electrical and hydraulic connections apart. All right, well, we've got this tractor in here, and I'm ready to get these duals off. We've got to do both of them. We're putting a tube in both inside tires. Things don't ever work out quite the way that I want them to. So, tire guy said it's best to have the valve stems down, like that one, when you're doing this, because that makes them easier to get the tubes in and not wrinkled. So great. Problem is, they're not both the same. With that one down, this one is up there towards the front. Not terribly far off, but not where I need it. And I was hoping I would be able to put a strap through that hole and use our hoist to lift those tires and move them without actually taking those weights off. But that hole is down, which is a problem. So I'm thinking we're gonna have to keep moving the tractor a little bit and then take the outside tire off with that hole up, set it back down, roll it, do the other side, roll it again to get a tire valve stem where we want it, then change that tube to whenever, and then roll it, change the other one, put them all back. You get the idea. So I think that's what we're going to attempt to do. The problem is how do I get that hole towards the top and still be under where my hoist will reach? I'm not going to be able to do it backwards, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do it forwards. We'll run out of room. I don't know. We're going to see what we can do. The other side might work. Otherwise, we're going to have to do some donuts or something and try and get the tires in a different position. Challenges. All right. Well, that hole is where I need it, but we are right at the end of our travel. I'm going to move the hoist and we'll see if we can make that work. I don't think that's going to work. Somehow or another, I got to figure out how to move this tractor back without turning the tires. That's going to be a challenge. We're going to try what I like to call some creative driving. How hard can I push on that brake pedal? Pretty hard. Okay, now the other one. Okay, now let's see if we can do this. Okay, let's see where we're at. Hole's on the bottom. I don't think that helped. I thought it might, but I don't think it did. Let's see, what can I do? Creative. But look, the hole's at the top, and I can get a chain on it, or a strap. So, we got it. Did some one-wheel burnouts, brake, whatever, on the concrete. We got it. Up we go. Thank goodness for air-powered jacks. And I don't have to sit there and pump it by hand. Tell me when you can see under there. I'll stop it. Okay. This strap is going to work, right? Because I'm pulling bolts out. There's no weight on it. But it's heavy with that 450-pound weight on there. Yeah, I'm a little nervous. Bah. What's the worst that could happen? Okay. It's loose. Now, let's see if I can move it. I'm gonna stand back. Whoop. Oh, surprisingly well balanced. Beautiful, look at that. All right. Let's, roll it out of the way here. Look at that. That's fantastic. Sweet. All right, so I'm going to get some blocks and set this thing down. Hopefully this side down. And then we'll be good on that side. It looks weird with only one tire on the back. Yeah. You think that tire's going to support the tractor? Because we got to be able to roll it and move it, and that is the tire that we're trying to fix because it wasn't holding air. So I guess I better check it before I just put all the weight back down on it, huh? Cool, that worked. All right, air. Okay, well, it says there is 19 pounds in it. I'm sure Phil aired it up yesterday or today or whenever, which maybe is a little light for a single tire, but should be plenty to hold the tractor up for what we're doing. We'll find out. Yeah. All right. Good deal. No, that's not okay. What is going on? Oh, man. I think we should leave it like that. Duals on the front, singles on the back. What do you guys think? Okay, it's time for me to go home. We've got a good start on this. I don't have to have it done tonight. He's not coming until maybe tomorrow afternoon or Saturday morning. So tomorrow morning plan is to finish this, get the other tire off. We'll have to do some jockeying around with the tractor to get everything in the right position with that up there. Not gonna be able to pull ahead straight forward far enough. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll get there. So yeah, I'm also going to try and get some seed delivered tomorrow after I get this done. When I get back from delivering seed, assuming the customer wants it and we'll take it tomorrow, I'm gonna go look at fields. It dried off a ton today, not because it was warm, but because it was fairly sunny and the wind was blowing like crazy. And so, yeah, if it's dry enough, we're gonna go to the field. That's a big if, but we're gonna at least go and check and be ready to do that. So if we get going tomorrow and Saturday is also good conditions, we'll keep working right through on Saturday. But if the field, if we're not in the fields, then I won't work on Saturday. So yeah, questions, comments, leave them down below. Hit the like button for me, please. Give that video a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. You guys are awesome for following along, and I really thought some of these videos were getting sort of boring, and yet you guys keep saying how great the content is. So I'm going to keep making them. You keep liking them, I'm going to keep making them. So have a great night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow, and we're getting close. It's almost time.